Good evening. Welcome to Northeast Web Shots. You are watching Northeast Web Shots Evening Daily Bulletin. This is Anudeep Sharma. Here are the headlines of the day. Before that, a very happy Maharshi Valmiki Jayanti. Valmiki Jayanti is a Hindu festival that is celebrated on the birth anniversary of Maharishi Valmiki, who penned the famous Hindu epic Ramayana. Coming towards the national news, over 99 crore doses of COVID-19 vaccination administered so far. Recovery rate stands at 98.14%. President Ramnath Kovind will be on 3-day visit to Bihar from 28th of October. He will attend the centenary celebrations of the Bihar Legislative Assembly building and address the members of the Bihar legislature on Thursday. The Central Board of Secondary Education (CBSE) has extended the last date to submit the online application for Central Teacher Eligibility Test (CTET) from October 19th to October 25th. As per the official notification, candidates can submit their fees by October 26th, 3:30 p.m. Delhi Supreme Court is scheduled to hear on Wednesday the matter pertaining to the October 3rd violence in Lakhimpur Kheri, in which 8 persons, including 4 farmers, were killed during a farmers' protest. The National Investigation Agency, country's counter-terrorism force, will probe the targeted killing of 4 civilians in Jammu Kashmir this month. The NIA will investigate the larger conspiracy behind the killings. Kerala, the Indian Meteorological Department (IMD) on Tuesday issued an orange alert for 11 districts of Kerala, indicating heavy rainfall. Landslide in Kerala have claimed the lives of 27 people so far. 14 deaths were reported in Kottayam district, 10 in Idukki district, and 1 each in Thiruvananthapuram, Thrissur, and Kozhikode districts. Punjab former Chief Minister Amrinder Singh declared that he will form a new political party, and provided the farmers' protest gets resolved, will consider a seat arrangement with the BJP and breakaway Akali groups ahead of next year's assembly election. In Punjab, a high voltage was witnessed at a meeting in the Punjab Congress camp after sources revealed that CM Charanjit Singh Chani has challenged Navjot Singh Sidhu to become the chief minister and show his performance in the next 2 months. According to the sources, he has threatened to leave the post amid the Sidhu's repeated jibs and asked the cricketer turned politician to take over. Punjab Vidhan Sabha Speaker Rana KP Singh had finally accepted the resignation of Bholat MLA Sukhpal Singh Khaira almost 3 years after he first tendered his resignation in January 2019. Telangana amid a setback to the ruling TRS government, the Election Commission of India has halted Dalit Bandhu scheme in bipole-bound Hazarabad Assembly constituency until the election on 30th of October is over. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Uttar Pradesh today at around 10 a.m. The Prime Minister inaugurated the Kushinagar International Airport. At around 11:30 a.m. he participated in an event marking Abhidhamma Day at Mahaparinirvana Temple. At around 1:15 p.m. the Prime Minister attended a public function to inaugurate and lay foundation stone of various development projects in Kushinagar. The inauguration of Kushinagar International Airport will be marked by the landing of inaugural flight at the airport from Colombo in Sri Lanka, carrying Sri Lankan delegation of over 100 Buddhist monks and dignitaries, including 12-member Holy Relic entourage, bringing the Holy Buddha relics for exposition. Home Minister Amit Shah flagged off Modi van under the Seva Hi Sangathan program on 90th of October to commemorate Prime Minister Modi completing 20 years as the head of the government. 5 mobile vehicle vans will operate in the 5 assembly constituencies in Kaushambi district of Uttar Pradesh. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Tuesday announced that her party would give 40% tickets to women in the upcoming assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh. Actor Shilpa Shetty and her husband Raj Kundra have filed a 50 crore defamation case against actor Shalin Chopra 5 days after Ms. Chopra filed a complaint against the couple for allegedly committing fraud against her and mental harassment. Now coming towards defense news, Army Chief General M.M. Naravani on Tuesday visited the forward areas along the line of control in Rajouri and Poonch districts of Jammu Kashmir and reviewed the security situation in the border areas. IAF to refurbish its VVIP helicopter fleet. The Indian Air Force modified a batch of Russian Mi-17 V5 helicopters to meet the requirement for transporting VVIPs. After Mi-8 helicopters that were earlier used for VVIP transport exhausted their service lifespan, and plans to replace them with 12 Italian Augusta Western helicopters rang around due to allegations of kickbacks. The IAF opted for modifying the few newly acquired M17 V5S for the role. France has been working with Germany and Spain to jointly develop Europe's next generation air defense system, also called Future Combat Air System (FCAS). At the same time, UK has partnered with Sweden and Italy as part of its Tempest program to develop a sixth generation aircraft. Future Combat Air System, the FCAS, is aimed at replacing the existing fleet of Eurofighter Typhoons, France Rafale jets and Spanish EF-18 Hornets by year 2040. The new generation fighter NGA program is being led by France Dassault Aviation. Now coming towards international news, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and his counterparts from Israel, the US and UAE have agreed to establish a forum for economic cooperation at a quadrilateral meeting during which they discussed possibilities for joint infrastructure projects in the field of transportation, technology, maritime security and economics and trade. The Sri Lankan Navy has begun a search operation to find an Indian fisherman who went missing after the boat he was in along with two others was hit by a naval vessel of island nation. Taliban Interior Minister Sirajuddin Haqqani lauds suicide bombers hands out late to kin. The Haqqani network was blamed by Indian and US officials for July 2008 suicide attack by the Indian embassy in Kabul that killed 58 people and injured nearly 150. Former Indo-Canadian Cabinet Minister Amarjeet Sohi has been elected mayor of the city of Edmonton in Canada's Alberta. The 57-year-old had opted out of contesting in recently held general elections to focus on winning mayoral polls. Big blow for Nirav Modi. US court junks plea seeking his dismissal of fraud charges. US court rejects plea filed by Nirav Modi associates seeking dismissal of fraud allegations against him. Nirav Modi, who is currently lodged in a jail in UK, is challenging India's attempts to extradite him to face charges of fraud and money laundering in the Punjab National Bank scam case. Bangladesh Delhi Metro starts training the first batch of operations and maintenance staff of Dhaka Metro at its prestigious training academy known as Delhi Metro Rail Academy (DMRA), located at Rashtriya Park Depot. The training of the first batch of Dhaka Metro core staff and officers comprising 19 operations and 17 rolling stock officials by DMRC officials commenced at the Delhi Metro Rail Academy from 14th October 2021. The training is a part of an agreement signed between DMRC and KGM Associates and a consortium of foreign and Bangladeshi companies looking after implementation of Dhaka MRTS projects in Bangladesh, under which 163 officials of Dhaka Metro will be undergoing training at DMRA. The training duration of the courses will vary from 24 days to 156 days as per the job profile of the participants. Now coming towards the world news, Bangladesh, at least 71 cases have been filed in different parts of the country in connection with the attacks of Hindus, and around 450 were arrested for spreading rumors on social media. North Korea on Tuesday fired at least one ballistic missile into the sea, with South Korea's military described as a weapon likely designed for submarine-based launches, marking possibly the most significant demonstration of the North's military might since President Joe Biden took office. Tensions flare over missile test, Navy drills near Japan. Then Chinese-Russian sail-through was the first time Japan confirmed the passage of naval vessels from these two countries, passing down from Tsugaru Strait, which separates the Sea of Japan from the Pacific. Queen Elizabeth II rejects Oldie of the Year award. The 95-year-old Queen has politely declined the honor of being named as the Oldie of the Year by British Magazine, saying she does not meet the relevant criteria. Queen Elizabeth II is Britain's longest lived and longest reigning monarch, but do not call her an oldie. Zalmay Khalilzad, the US Special Envoy for Afghanistan reconciliation, who negotiated February 2020 accord that led to the withdrawal of US-led international forces, has resigned. He will be succeeded by his deputy Thomas West, who was a part of national security team of US President Joe Biden when he was a vice president. Now coming towards the end COVID update, national India is racing towards 100 crore mark in COVID-19 vaccination. The country has so far administered more than 99 crore doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. According to the Union Health Ministry's data, India registers 14,623 new COVID-19 cases, 197 deaths, active cases lowest in 229 days. Kerala top contributor as India nears 100 crore vaccination mark. Centre says over 10.78 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses still available in states and union territories. This much for today. For more updates, keep following Northeast Web Shots. Thank you and good night.